Back in about 2008, 2009, when Sergeant Kennedy went to the motor division, he was riding, at that time he was issued a Harley Davidson motorcycle. Shortly after he went over there, they ended up switching over to the Hondas that typically people see the motor officers riding. This motorcycle itself was the Harley Davidson that Sergeant Kennedy was issued at the time that he took over the motor division. Basically what happened was the bike at the time, from what I understand, at the time was sold at auction. It was purchased by an individual that lived in Abilene. Back in 2017, he traded the motorcycle in at Kent's Harley Davidson. Kent's Harley Davidson ended up selling it. It went through several companies, and then it was ultimately purchased by a young lady that lived in Colorado, just outside of Colorado Springs. When we decided to try to locate the bike in order to bring it home and establish it as a memorial bike, going through the process, basically I ultimately found it in Colorado, contacted the lady, told her who I was and what I wanted to do with the bike, and asked her if she was even interested in selling it. She had informed me that the only reason that she would sell it is because of what we wanted to do with it, and we wanted to make, basically bring it home, make it a memorial bike, put the police insignias and everything else back on it, make it a memorial bike, and then have it to where it can be ridden in local parades, or it can be used for competition-wise for the active motor officers that are working with the PD right now. For me, knowing Corby as long as I have, a little history on me, I got hired with the PD as a dispatcher before Corby married his wife. She was one of my supervisors. I got hired by the PD. Corby was one of my trainers. Ultimately, he ended up becoming my sergeant on patrol. The big thing is that he's missed. It was a tragic accident. It's affected everybody in one way or another, and everybody chooses to do their own thing on being able to help remember him. Yeah, I really don't know what he would say. I really don't know, because they went to Hondas because Corby didn't like the Harley. He's probably still pretty pleased that there's a number of people in town that still keep his name going, and also, looks after the family. The biggest reaction is to make sure that they know that, hey, that's Sergeant Kennedy's motorcycle. And the guys and some local guys here ended up bringing it back, just so that it's kind of like the different clubs that motorcycle clubs that are here in town. People look at them and say they know, and they know what clubs they are. Like the Blue Knights that I'm a member of. A lot of people will look at our patches and now they know who we are. Hey, okay, they're Blue Knights. That's what I want them to think about this when they see this motorcycle going down the road. Hey, that's Sergeant Kennedy's bike, and somebody had enough respect, for him and the family in order to bring this thing back. We basically, what we want is, we don't want Sergeant Kennedy, the memory of Sergeant Kennedy to die off and fade away. Basically, he served this community for a number of years, and he served it honorably, and he ended up passing away as a result of his service. So basically what we do is we look at never forgotten. As long as you don't forget the man, he's never gone. He's still there. In one way or another, he's still there.